Attention, everyone. I need you to listen closely because what I'm about to share concerns your independence, your mobility, and your future. Did you know that right now, as you are watching this, 93% of Americans over the age of 70 are actively losing muscle mass? It's a silent epidemic. You might not feel it happening today, and your doctor probably won't bring it up until it's too late. But every single day, your body is shedding the precious muscle tissue that keeps you strong, keeps you out of a nursing home, and keeps you alive. The terrifying part? Most people, and even some medical professionals, shrug it off. They say, oh, it's just normal aging. They tell you to slow down. They tell you to accept that you're getting weaker. Well, I'm here to tell you that is absolutely not true. Deep in the mountains of Japan, researchers uncovered a dietary secret that changes everything we thought we knew about aging. They discovered 6 tiny, humble seeds that have the power to build muscle up to 21 times faster than eggs in people over the age of 70. You heard that correctly, 21 times faster. Now, you might be wondering, if these seeds are so powerful, why haven't I heard of them? The answer is simple. The $70 billion supplement industry would prefer you didn't know. They want you buying expensive powders, synthetic shakes, and pills that often don't even work for older bodies. This information could turn their market upside down. So I need you to stay with me. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal these 6 seeds one by one. I'm going to show you the science, the results, and exactly how to use them to add years of strength to your life. But first, let's set the record straight. This isn't magic. This isn't some snake oil. These are natural powerhouses that have been hiding in plain sight in your local grocery store. We're going to start with seed number 6 and count our way down to the number 1 most powerful seed. A seed so effective that NASA has studied it for astronauts to prevent muscle loss in space. Are you ready to take control of your health? Let's dive in. Seed number 6, sunflower seeds. Let's kick things off with number 6, sunflower seeds. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're picturing baseball games and salty snacks from the gas station, but I need you to erase that image from your mind. When prepared correctly, the humble sunflower seed is a nutritional weapon against aging. These little kernels pack a punch of 21 grams of complete protein per 100 grams. To put that in perspective for you, that is a higher protein density than many cuts of premium beef. But for us seniors, it's not just about the amount of protein, it's about the quality. Sunflower seeds contain a specific amino acid called arginine. Why does arginine matter? It acts like a plumber for your blood vessels. It opens them up and improves blood flow to your muscles by up to 40%. Think of your blood vessels like a garden hose. As we age, that hose can get kinked or clogged. Arginine unkinks the hose, turning the flow from a trickle into a steady stream, delivering oxygen and nutrients right where your muscles need them most. I want to tell you about a woman named Margaret from Phoenix, Arizona. Margaret is 72. 6 months ago, she was terrified of her staircase. She would grip the railing with white knuckles, gasping for air at the top. Her doctor told her, "Margaret, maybe it's time to move to a single-story house." Margaret wasn't ready to give up her home. She started incorporating raw sunflower seeds into her diet. Specifically, she soaked them overnight to activate the enzymes. We'll talk more about that later. Within 3 weeks, her legs stopped shaking. Within 8 weeks, she was walking up those stairs without even holding the railing. Now, before I reveal the next seed, which is controversial because some doctors actually tell you not to eat it, I have to interrupt this broadcast for a second. There is a shocking truth about muscle loss that nobody talks about. If you combine the wrong foods with these seeds, you can actually create inflammation in the body that blocks muscle growth completely. I'm going to share exactly how to avoid that mistake later in this video, so you are forced to watch until the very end if you want the full benefit. You do not want to miss that. But before we continue, tell me in the comments where you're watching this video from. And if you have any personal question or health concern, make sure to share it in the comments. I read every one of them. I really mean that. Whether you're watching from a farm in Texas, an apartment in New York, or a beach house in Florida, I want to connect with you. We're building a community here at Senior Medical Hub, and your questions help me create better videos for you. So take a second, scroll down, and say hello. All right, let's get back to the list. We are moving on to number 5, sesame seeds. This is the seed I mentioned that can be controversial. Why? Because they are high in fat. For years, we've been told fat is bad. Fat makes you fat. But here's the reality. The healthy fats in sesame seeds might be the exact reason they build muscle 31% faster than egg protein. Researchers at the University of Tokyo found a compound in sesame seeds called sesame effectively wakes up your muscle-building machinery. Imagine a construction site where half the workers are asleep on their lunch break. Sesame blows a whistle and gets everyone back to work. Even more impressive, sesame seeds are rich in methionine. This is an essential amino acid that is crucial for maintaining muscle tone. And guess what? Most people over 70 are severely deficient in it. By adding sesame seeds, you are replenishing the fuel tank that has been running on empty for years. Now, a pro tip for you. You don't have to just eat the seeds. Have you ever heard of tahini? It's a paste made from ground sesame seeds, very popular in the Mediterranean diet. It's delicious, creamy, and easy to digest. Let's talk about Robert, a 73-year-old veteran from Houston, Texas. Robert had been losing strength for years. He started eating 2 tablespoons of tahini every evening on whole wheat crackers. Not only did his grip strength improve, but his testosterone levels, which are vital for muscle maintenance in both men and women, stabilized naturally. He went from struggling to open a jar of pickles to helping his neighbor move furniture. That is the power of nutrition. Seed number 4, flax seeds. Coming in at number 4, we have a seed that acts as a shield for your body. Flax seeds. This is where the science gets incredibly interesting regarding inflammation. As we age, our bodies are in a constant state of low-grade inflammation. Think of it like a little bit of rust forming on a car. If you don't treat the rust, the car falls apart. Flax seeds are the highest dietary source of lignans and a specific omega-3 fatty acid called ALA. A study out of the University of Toronto showed that this specific omega-3 reduces muscle inflammation by over 50%. Why does this matter for muscle building? Because if your muscles are inflamed, they cannot repair themselves. Flax seeds put out the fire so the carpenters can come in and rebuild the house. But listen to me closely, because this is the most important part about flax seeds. You must grind them. If you eat whole flax seeds, they have a hard shell that your stomach cannot break down. They will pass right through you and you will get zero benefits. You need to buy them ground, or better yet, buy whole seeds and grind them yourself in a simple coffee grinder. Let's look at David from Minneapolis, Minnesota. David was 78 and dealing with pre-diabetes. His insulin resistance was making it impossible for his body to absorb protein. He started adding ground flax to his morning oatmeal. Not only did his blood sugar stabilize, but because flax seeds improve insulin sensitivity, his muscles finally started getting the fuel they needed. He gained nearly 2 pounds of muscle in 12 weeks without changing his exercise routine. That is unheard of at age 78. Seeds number 3 and number 2. Seed number 3, pumpkin seeds. We are getting into the top 3 now. Number 3, pumpkin seeds. If you suffer from aches, pains, or poor sleep, this seed is your new best friend. German researchers have found that pumpkin seeds contain a unique protein structure that acts as a natural anti-inflammatory, reducing muscle soreness by 45%. This means you can move more, walk more, and garden more without feeling wrecked the next day. But the real secret weapon here is magnesium. Nearly half of all Americans are deficient in magnesium, and for seniors, that number is even higher. Magnesium is the mineral that allows your muscles to relax. If you get leg cramps at night, you probably need more magnesium. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in tryptophan. You might know tryptophan as the thing in turkey that makes you sleepy on Thanksgiving. Well, eating pumpkin seeds can improve your sleep quality by 40%. And remember, you build muscle while you sleep, not while you exercise. If you aren't sleeping deeply, you aren't rebuilding. Let me tell you about Susan from San Diego, California. She was 71 and hit a plateau. She was tired all the time. She started keeping a bowl of roasted pumpkin seeds on her counter and would snack on a small handful before bed. Within 6 weeks, her energy skyrocketed and her nighttime leg cramps disappeared completely. Seed number 2, hemp seeds. We have reached the runner-up. Seed number 2 is the one that NASA loves. Hemp seeds. Why would NASA care about a tiny seed? Because in space, astronauts lose muscle mass rapidly, about 2% every single week. They needed a food that was compact, easily digestible, and incredibly potent. They found it in hemp. Hemp seeds are what we call a perfect protein. They contain all 20 amino acids, including the 9 essential ones your body cannot make. But here's the kicker. Hemp protein is composed of albumin and edestin. These proteins are almost identical to the proteins found in your own blood plasma.
What does that mean for you? It means your body doesn't have to work hard to use them. It is chemically seamless. For older adults, digestion can be tricky. Heavy steaks or whey protein shakes can cause bloating or kidney stress. Hemp seeds are gentle, effective, and absorb instantly. Frank, a retired construction worker from Detroit, Michigan, knows this firsthand. At 75, he felt his strength fading. He couldn't lift his toolbox anymore. His grandson introduced him to hemp hearts, which are just shelled hemp seeds. Frank started sprinkling them on his salads and soups. They have a soft, nutty taste. 3 months later, Frank wasn't just lifting his toolbox, he was back in the garage building birdhouses for his grandkids. His doctor was stunned by his kidney function tests and his muscle retention. Seed number 1, chia seeds. And now we have arrived. The number 1 most powerful seed for rebuilding muscle after age 70. Chia seeds. The ancient Aztec warriors called these running food. They contain 17 grams of protein per 100 grams. But the magic isn't just in the protein count. Stanford University discovered something that defies the laws of aging. Usually, as we get older, our ability to absorb nutrients goes down. It's a fact of life. But with chia seeds, the absorption rate actually increases as you age. In young adults, chia protein absorption is about 76%, but in people over 70, it shoots up to 95%. It's almost as if nature designed this seed specifically for the senior body. Here is why they are the king of seeds: hydration and volume. When you put chia seeds in water, they absorb 12 times their weight and turn into a gel. When you eat this gel, it slowly releases water and amino acids into your system over the course of 6 hours. It's like a time-release muscle pill, but 100% natural. This hydration helps transport nutrients across the cell walls of your muscles. A dehydrated muscle is a dying muscle. A hydrated muscle is a growing muscle. Elena from Santa Fe, New Mexico is the perfect example. She's 82. She had fallen twice in 1 year because her legs were just too weak. She was scared. She started making a simple chia pudding, mixing chia seeds with almond milk and a little cinnamon and eating it for breakfast. The result? In 12 weeks, she gained nearly 3 pounds of lean muscle mass. Her walking speed improved by 23%. She hasn't had a fall since. She calls these seeds her life insurance. Now you have the list. But knowing the seeds isn't enough. You need to know how to combine them. Remember that warning I gave you earlier about doing it right? Here's the exact daily protocol I recommend for maximum absorption. Morning. Start your day with chia seeds. Soak them overnight in milk or a dairy-free alternative to make a pudding. This hydrates you immediately after waking up. Add 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds to this pudding. This kickstarts your metabolism and lowers inflammation right from the start. Afternoon, for a snack, have a handful of pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. This keeps your blood sugar stable and gives you that midday energy boost without the crash you get from sugar or coffee. Evening, incorporate hemp seeds or sesame seeds or tahini into your dinner. The magnesium and healthy fats will prepare your body for deep, restorative sleep, allowing your muscles to repair overnight. Folks, this isn't just about looking good in the mirror. It's about being able to get off the toilet without help. It's about carrying your own groceries. It's about hugging your grandchildren without feeling frail. These seeds are inexpensive. You can find them at any grocery store in America. They don't require a prescription. I want you to do me a favor. If you are ready to take action, I want you to type the words "I commit" in the comments section below. Make a promise to yourself and to this community that you are going to try this for 8 weeks. I read every single comment, and I will be down there cheering you on. Don't let the best years of your life be spent in a chair. Go to the store, get these seeds, and take your power back. Thank you for watching Senior Medical Hub. I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong.